Right, I think it's working. Possibly. What an absolute disaster today. The other one is still on there. Let's delete that one. Christ's sake. Let's see if anyone joins. Please delete this video. Yes. Delete. Ah, there's one person here. Hello. Who is that? How do I get the chat thing up? I can't remember. Ah, there we go. All live messages. Ah, blimmin' heck. Ah, it's Gemma. Hello, Gemma. And there's someone else as well. Finally, this has only taken me about 4 hours, well, probably less than that, to get sorted. Yes, this is horrific. I've the way that I tried to do it before didn't work, and I then had to download an encoder. That didn't work either. Well, no one's here. This is great. Brilliant. It's just me and you, Gemma. What are you doing today? It feels like an English lesson, except you are English. Amazing. Right, I'm going to try and get the chat up on my laptop, but it's... Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. HKF1? Ah, hello. You've just sent me a reply to a YouTube video. Third time's a charm. Hello, Cynthia. Oh, excellent. People are joining at last. Yes! Brilliant. Awesome. Oh my God. Right, so yeah, I'm on my phone at the moment, in case you hadn't realised. That's my towel behind me. Let's take that down. Yes, and I've had total dramas trying to set this up today because I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's one of those things. You just found my channel. Awesome. Welcome. Where are you from? Are you from Mexico? Yes, I've just seen you commented on my one of my videos. I will have to Google translate it because my Espanol is un poco. Buenas tardes. Yeah, my finger's on the screen, by the way, because I'm checking the messages. Yes, Gemma, revising. What are you revising for? I remember you said exams the other day. How's my week been? It's been very busy. What day is it today? It's Saturday. I've been doing lessons the last couple of days, and if you've seen on my Instagram, I went to Teotihuacan the other day, which was literally the best thing ever. I can't wait to upload that video. Well, start editing it. It's going to be a few weeks. Yes, but other than that, yeah, pretty much just editing, filming, editing, teaching, the usual crap. Nordic Contempt. Hello. Careful, first world, you're in the third world now. Actually, it's okay. I spend most of my time in not first world countries. Yes. That's not what my channel's about, by the way. It's not about going to first world countries. It's because I complain a lot about things. First world problems. Cynthia, hanging out with on the back porch with the dogs. Awesome. Lazy Saturday afternoon. Yes, we're on a similar time zone now, which is excellent. Good, good. Mexico City, in fact. Awesome. Yes, I can see the first beginning of your message, HKF1. And you're into Formula 1. I am the biggest Formula 1 fan ever, by the way. Yes. Awesome. And by the way, can everyone hear and see me okay? I forgot to ask that at the beginning. Yes, yes. Where in Mexico City are you? Where am I? I'm close to Guerrero and Garibaldi Metro. I was down in Navarte up to last week. BSc in Healthcare Science. Awesome. You're cleverer than I am, for sure. Hello, Kieran. How's it going? Hello, fella. You're off the beers today, I see. No drinking today. How's the wife? How's she doing? Awesome. And Cynthia, thank you for, yes, congratulations on the 4K subscribers and all the emojis. Yes. And by the way, I've had a haircut. I don't like it. I can't wait till it gets longer again, but never mind. And yeah, so I woke up this morning and it was 4,000, dead on 4,000 subscribers, which is brilliant. And there's loads of new Mexican subscribers coming, which is awesome. Hello, Luis Garcia. You need to post more videos about Mexico City. I do. You are correct. I agree with you. Don't worry, because there is later today. I'm just finishing Chapultepec Park, mainly the castle. To be honest, I need to go to the Museum of Anthropology. Coyoacan, Palanco, Teotihuacan are all filmed, ready to edit, but it just obviously takes a lot of time. Where else am I going in Mexico City? Okay, I need to film a video in Condesa, Roma, Zona Rosa, nightlife. There's loads of them, and it's great that loads of people are giving me lots of recommendations about places to go. I haven't really read those comments in detail yet. I need to do a bit of planning before I do them. Yeah, so 4,000 subscribers, brilliant. And the one thing I want to say to all the Mexican people that are joining this channel, after I've been doing this for 18 months now, and Mexico's always been really low down on the list of amount of subscribers, that sort of thing. But since I've been here, it's just not exploded, but it's improved, and there's a lot more engagement. People, like I said, people are giving me a lot of ideas about places to go, things to do, things to see, etc. Which is awesome. So thank you very much. You are responsible for getting over 4,000 subscribers at last. Have I changed my mind about Mexico in general? So to be honest, I probably didn't have a bad idea about it in the first place, because I'd been to this part of the world before, compared to a lot of people that have maybe never been to Mexico or never been to Central America, South America. But yeah, so I'll probably do a video about this. Like, hello mum, Van der Barkham, that's my mum, by the way. Everyone say hello to my mum. Awesome. Yes, what was I saying? Yeah, but so the area that I'm staying in now isn't the best area, but that's life. I haven't had any problems, but in terms of, yeah, my mind is changed. I suppose I've got a view that Mexico is brilliant. It's so different from I guess, as I said in that video, the way that the media portrays Mexico. There's so many things to do. I could literally spend forever in Mexico City, just Mexico City alone. Yes. Gemma, did I tell you before, my mum lives in Devon as well? Everyone lives in Devon. Awesome. And I should be in Devon, mum, and Gemma, when am I going to be there? I don't know, maybe August. We'll see what happens. HKF1, Mexican subscribers soon. Yes, New Travel. Yeah, I know him. His channel literally exploded when he got to Mexico. He was at a similar level as me before he came to Mexico. I think he was on about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, but he got like 30 odd thousand now. His videos have just exploded. So, and other people I know as well in the YouTube world have also had similar effect when it comes to Mexico. Everyone's saying hello to my mum. howdy from Cynthia in Texas. Amazing. Yes. What was I saying? Yeah. So I that might be something I might look at. Potentially meeting up with other YouTubers. We'll see what happens. But I am only in Mexico City until 19th of May, and then I'm going to Puebla, Oaxaca, Palenque, Merida, Tulum, Cancun before I leave in June. But I'm thinking about coming back, to be honest. So yeah, that's one of the things I had on my list. Travel plans. Let's talk about that. So yeah, I just said where I'm going in Mexico. Another few weeks in Mexico City. I've got about 10 videos to film over the next couple of weeks. Probably more than that. I don't know whether I'll get them all done. And yeah, then I'm going to Cuba, as you may have seen in one of the video before I got to Mexico. Actually, the video that I got to Mexico, I'm going to Cuba for a week, to Havana. I'm not going to do the song, and which has already been in one of my videos, actually, one of the Thailand ones. And then I am going to Colombia for probably about 6 weeks, flying to Bogota, Medellin. Is that how you say it? Probably not. Cali, and the place up the north beginning with C, but I'll probably be there about 6 weeks. Then I'm either going to go to Brazil, where I've been before, but I've only been to Sao Paulo and Rio, then potentially go back to Mexico. I'm not sure. I might come to visit various countries in Central America. I don't know. What do you think? What should I do? Should I come back to Mexico? Should I be here for even longer? Because to be honest, at the moment, I'm thinking about it. Because one of the great things is, you know, if I compare it to Japan, living long term here is a lot easier. The language, for a start. I'm getting better at Spanish. Yes! And what's the other thing? And just general people are more friendly and welcoming. And to say that about somewhere else other than Japan is crazy. But I think in Japan, people are very shy and introvert. But they're not in Mexico City, that's for sure. Lewis, what am I going to love in Puebla? I've seen lots of pretty pictures, colourful buildings, etc. My previous Airbnb host is actually from Puebla, so she told me a lot about it. Yeah. Awesome. What's everyone been saying? I better check this. Oh, thank you to whoever just sent me 186 pesos super chat. Awesome. I can't see who that is unless I somehow click on it because I'm on my phone. Oh, Lord. Let's try and change that. Ah, it's Cynthia. Cynthia, yes, I figured it out. Cynthia, you're a star. $10 US, 186 pesos. Amazing. What did you say? Congratulations. Have a cerveza on me. Awesome. Thank you, Cynthia, once again. Yes, if you do want to contribute to my YouTube channel, you can do a super chat. You can click on the little dollar thing down the bottom. Or you can join Patreon. That was another thing I was going to say. So Cynthia is a Patreon, along with Kieran, along with Hadir, who's probably asleep right now because he's in Singapore. And who else is there? Peter and Tim, who contribute money every month to help me run this channel and make these videos. So there's things that you get. So I do post videos earlier for Patreons. I haven't done with the last couple because I'm just so far behind and I want to get them out. So there are things that you do get as patrons, and I think I do talk to people a lot more that are patrons. So Hadir, we're always talking on Facebook. Yes. What's everyone been saying? Okay, so so Gemma is in North Devon, right? Yes. Vanda is in North Devon. I don't know where Gemma is. Awesome. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, I really want to stay in Mexico for longer. I went to the Formula One track, Hermanos Rodriguez, a couple of weeks ago. I didn't film a video there because, to be honest, I don't think it would make a very exciting video because I've done Formula One videos before. If you want to see them, Adelaide, Melbourne, I can't remember where the other ones were. Bahrain, Singapore, but, you know, it's not really travel related. People aren't really interested in Formula One except me and you. Awesome. Have you been to the Nürburgring? I see your profile picture is Nürburgring. I would love to rent a BMW and drive around there. Awesome, awesome. Yes. 10 people watching now. Amazing. Well, I don't know what time it is everywhere in the world. I think it's the evening in England. God knows. So let's talk about Mexico. So what do you think of the Mexican videos so far? Compared to maybe the Japan ones, because I know a lot of people subscribe because of the Japan videos. Yeah, those Lewis and HKF1. What's your name, HKF1? What other things do you want me to do videos on in Mexico City? Let me know. Yeah, it's just a track. Hello, Alan. Not very interesting. Lol, no, I haven't been there, but I love it. My favourite track, Nürburgring. Yes, I love it. Yeah, the track in Mexico City, I was surprised how quickly it took me to walk around it because it's only like 2 and something miles, but I was very quick. I did have diarrhea at the time, so it's probably why I was walking quickly to get to the toilet. Alan, you know what? I've noticed there are so many people called Alan in Mexico City because in England it's like quite an old-fashioned, you know, a proper geezer would be called Alan. You know, someone like Kieran, Watford FC would be called Alan. He's probably got a load of mates called Alan. But it's a really common name in Mexico City. You're the third person I've met called Alan. It's really bizarre. Oh, and Kieran, 20 quid? You're having a laugh. What are you like? Go have a beer, whatever you fancy. I'm sure I can think of something I could have for 20 quid, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Oh no, that was inappropriate. Never mind. I mean alcohol. Lewis, thank you. Videos are awesome. Lovely. Yes, thank you. The one I really love doing the library one. It was completely unexpected. I saw it. I saw pictures of it months ago before I got here, and I always thought it was something I wanted. I want to see, and it was awesome. It was, you know, when you travel and it's one of those when you walk around a corner and you see something and you do like, wow, it was amazing. I'm not exaggerating. It was literally wow moment. The same with when I went to Zocalo, the big flag in the middle. That was another wow moment. Totally awesome. And what else have I done? The subway one, I love doing subway videos. So if you liked the subway one and you know you travel a lot, look at my channel. There's ones in Japan, loads in Japan. There's ones in China, London. I can't remember where else I've done them, but I love doing the subway videos because they're always great fun and they're very useful, I think, for people going to those places. Oh, this is turning out okay actually on my phone. Amazing. Unam, yes. So I know someone. He's a subscriber. He's not on this live chat though. Who I think he works there. Can't remember, but he said about that. I might go and see him there. Yes, Universidad down the bottom of the subway line. Yeah. And who mentioned Santa Fe? So Santa Fe, yes, that is. Am I right, Lewis, in saying that that's quite an exclusive area, quite a nice area? Because I was going to do a workaway here. This was when I was in Japan. I was trying to organise this, but basically it was helping out at this guy's house and on a production, like a film studio. And he was based in Santa Fe, so I might take a trip there. Oh God, I've got to catch up with the messages. Oh God, this is. Oh, I'm so glad this is working. It's been a horrendous. I've been so stressed out. I need a cigarette. That can wait. I do know an Alan. Of course you do. Brilliant. Yes, Cynthia, not far from Mexico. Yeah, quick flight. I might come back to Texas actually, because I would love to go to Austin. Where have I been in Texas? I've been in Dallas and Abilene. Remember that one? Oh yes, I've got a friend actually doing that at the moment, on a cruise ship, going to the same place. Literally as we speak, she's doing it. She's a girl I went to school with in the UK. She now lives in Colorado with her husband, but she's doing the cruise thing. Okay, I have some German friends who told them my name, they wouldn't believe it. Yeah, exactly. I have met a Juan, actually, and a, what's the other one? Javier. I've met a few Javiers and a Marcel. Yeah, stereotypical name. Oh, yeah, the place beginning with X. I can't pronounce it. My my pronunciation is awful in Spanish, as you may have noticed. But that's the place with the boats, right? The colourful boats. Yeah. I might go. That is on my list actually. On my phone, I have a memo with a list of videos that I want to do. That is on my list. So what's today? Saturday. So I'm going to be editing a video today, Chapultepec Park, which was brilliant. One of the best things ever. Not exaggerating. You wouldn't expect to see this massive park in the middle of Mexico City, and someone said to me, I can't remember who, that it's bigger than Central Park in New York, which is insane. You just wouldn't think that it would be like that. Yeah, so I have lessons Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but not many of them, like 3 every day, so I can go out for the rest of the day filming. That is my life. So I'm basically going to try and do film 1 video a day coming up this week. And next, so yeah, later on today will be the Chapultepec Park one. Next week will be Coyoacan, Polanco, and probably Teotihuacan. But I want to spend a lot of time editing that because it is epic. I'm really pleased with the filming of that. And if anyone's been to Teotihuacan, you'll know what I mean because it's brilliant, amazing, a definite wow moment. Hi Andy, how's it going? Have I spoken to you before, Andy? I can't remember. Are you new? Where are you from, Andy? Um, yes, Lewis. Yes, don't worry. It will be coming later. Last night I was just attempting to edit it, but I'm going to finish it today. So probably tonight, Mexico time, it will be done. I haven't eaten anything today, so I need to go out and get some food. Yeah, Mexican supermarkets. That's the video I want to do as well, because I've done a lot of those style videos in Japan and they were really popular, like weekly food shop in a Mexican supermarket, that sort of thing. I was staying near Bodega Herrera in Doctores up until a week ago, and there was another one in Parque Delta in Centro Medico, which was even better. Unfortunately, near where I'm living now, there's really not a supermarket. There's not even a 7-Eleven. It's like 20-minute walk away. Yeah, so a supermarket video, definitely. I love the supermarket ones too, Kieran. They're brilliant. But the problem is, I think in Mexico, I'm being told off for filming a lot more than in places like Japan. So when I went to Teotihuacan, I was just outside the bus station, just as I got there, taking like an establishing shot of the bus station to put over the top of me talking, and I got told off filming, so I had to walk out the front of the bus station and film it there. What a palaver. And yeah, supermarkets are always a problem supermarketing in. What am I talking about? They're always a problem filming in, because I often get told off by security guards and thrown out. I've never been thrown out of anywhere, actually. Oh, yes, I have. Where was it? Oh, the sex shop. Of course it was the sex shop in Akihabara in Japan, Tokyo. Yeah, I got thrown out of there. Asked to leave in a nice way. Andy, I'm from Canada. I'm heading to Mexico. Oh, awesome, in 2 days. Weather isn't too good. Yeah, that's a funny one. I find it really odd, the weather in Mexico City. I don't know whether it's just me, because in the mornings it's quite cold, you know, because I wake up quite early to do English lessons, you know, usually from about 7 or 8 in the morning, and it's not cold but chilly or cool, and it can take some time to warm up, I suppose. So now it's I don't know what time it is, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's cloudy. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't. You can a little bit. Yeah, cloudy. But, you know, when I went... Look, Teotihuacan, sunburn. Well, tan. I tan now because I'm a long-term traveller. I don't get sunburned. And, but yeah, the weather's great. I've had no problems with it. It does rain later in the afternoon. Normally about 6 o'clock, and it's like a proper storm. It'll be like crazy lightning and thunder. If you've seen my storm chasing videos, it's not like storm chasing in America, in Texas, Cynthia. Yeah, but the weather's fine. I've not had an issue with the weather at all. It's been fine. So hopefully it'll be the same for you. Where are you staying in Mexico City? Because I'm quite close to the centre, probably about 20-minute walk. Well, it's close for me. But the area that I'm in isn't the best. The area that I was in before, which was closer to Roma and Condesa, which is more fashionable, let's face it, was better. Okay, let's catch up with the messages. While I'm doing that, are there any general travel questions? So not relating to Mexico, or you know, anything about previous videos or previous places that I've been, or anything about working online or whatever, anything. Oh, we're up to 25 minutes, 24 minutes already. Amazing. What's happening? Right, Cynthia, markets, yes. And who just mentioned a market? Was it Lewis? Yes, Mercado like Roma. So in the Coyoacán video, I went to Coyoacán Market, which is coming next week. That was, if you remember in the first impressions video, I was in Coyoacán. That's where I was filming it. I have my old hair in that video. And that's where I got sick. I had horrific food poisoning from the tostadas I had there. Either it was that, or maybe I drank the water by accident. I don't know, but I'm fine now. But yeah, markets. There's actually one near me. Something Martinez, near Guerrero Subway. I walked past it, I haven't been in there, but it looks quite similar to the Koyakan one. And there's one up the road, Lagunilla, which I've heard a lot about. Who knows? Um, Gemma, I can't believe how cheap the subway and food are there, especially compared to Japan. What's the most you spent? That is a brilliant question, Gemma. Gemma always comes up with amazing questions. She's the best. Devon for life. Yeah, so this kind of connects. I think I said earlier about staying in Mexico for longer because you know, I thought about coming back to Europe, but to be honest, I don't. I'm thinking now I could just stay in Mexico City because number one, it's for a UK citizen, it's 180 days visa. So it's moving about. I'm on my bed and my thing is on top of a pillow, 3 pillows. So yeah, 180 days visa, so I could stay here visa free for 180 days. The subway, yeah, the subway was it's 5 pesos for one trip, regardless of how long you go and how many changes you make, and it's so that's 19. Was it 19p or 27 cents? One of them. I'm trying to remember from the video that I did like a week ago, but it's ridiculously cheap. And I said in the video, the crazy thing is that you can just buy the tickets before you leave in the morning, which is brilliant. Which I haven't seen anywhere else, and yeah, awesome. And food, I hardly spent anything on food, to be honest. I think that, you know, the food that I had in the Zacalo video, the gorditas, chubby girl, was 15 pesos, which is I think 54p in English. And generally, like the street food and that sort of thing, and little restaurant places like that, it's normally about that, anything from sort of 15 to 25. If you have like extra cheese, etc., it's a bit more. But yeah, because of my illness issue, I've not had really much. One thing I'm thinking of doing actually, and this is a new thing to this channel, is about tours. So I have already booked a volcano tour. It begins with I. Any Mexicans, please tell me the proper name because I can't say it. It's not Popocatépetl, it's the other one. So I'm going up there on May the 8th. It was the first date that was available. But it also tours. So if you've seen Chasing a Plate, friends of mine who are also YouTubers, they were in Mexico probably about a year ago, and they did lots of food videos. They do food videos, and I think they did like a taco tour or something, or some sort of Mexican food tour. So I really want to do that. Yeah, because I thought, why not do tours? They're, you know, they're affordable for me at the moment, so why not? Yeah, Japan, ridiculous. I don't know how I survived in Japan, to be honest. I was spending like, which I wouldn't even dream of doing that here. Okay, let's catch up. I've been talking for ages. My voice is going. I had to cancel lessons the other day because I lost my voice. Oh, sorry everyone, my lessons. Pronounced like Sochi from the Russian Olympics. Just add the milk and the O like Sochi. Awesome. You're the best. Brilliant. Alan is top subscriber of the day. What's everyone lolling about? Cynthia, lol. Staying near Zacalo. Awesome. I love Zacalo. There's the bit that was in the video next to the cathedral, with like all the street performances and stuff, and that yellow building on the side. I love it there. You can just sit there and watch the world go by. Is it still easy to get your funds? Yes. So with Mexican ATMs, I have to pay, I think it's about 35 pesos per withdrawal. So I normally get like 2,000 out at a time, which is about 80 British pounds, probably about $100 US. I can't remember. But yeah, no problem. I've still got my bank card, so I haven't lost this one yet, which is a plus. Yeah, no problem with that. I haven't seen many Western Unions. There was, I think I saw one, but it's a bit like Japan. There's not many Western Unions anywhere, I don't think. If I went into an average bar for a couple of... Oh, you know what? I will find out for you, Kieran. Because I'm meant to be going out tomorrow night with some bloke that I met. Less said about that, the better. We might be going to like nightlife area, so I'll find out. I will be doing a nightlife video, hopefully a bit similar to the Bangla Road, Thailand one. probably won't be as many sex shows, but we'll see. Anise, I remember you from last time, Anise. You're from Indonesia, right? Is that right? I can't remember. When am I going to Australia? I was in Australia last year. Check back on my channel. I was also there in 2001. It was one of the first places I ever went to when I was 19. But last year I was in Adelaide, which is one of my most popular videos. It's in like my top 5 of all time, 10 things to do in Adelaide. I hate that video because I ran out of time trying to film it, so generally it's pretty crap, but people seem to like it. It's got like 35,000 views or something. And I loved Adelaide, it was great. Melbourne I didn't like, but because the hostel I was in was awful. Then I stayed in a little place called Albury, which was in between Melbourne and Sydney. Then I went to Sydney and stayed with my friend Lee, who I went to school with her, and I used to live with her as well in the UK, but she now lives in Sydney with her girlfriend, and they've now had a baby. Congratulations, Lee. So I love Sydney. It's one city that I would absolutely love to live in. I've also been up the East Coast, so I did the typical 19-year-old backpacker thing. I mentioned that in the first time traveller video. Yeah, that one. Yeah, places like Brisbane, Byron Bay, Early Beach, Harvey Bay, Cairns, Fraser Island. I think that was everywhere. Did I say Surfers Paradise? Yes, I probably did. Yeah, I'd love to go back to Australia. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when. Gemma, I'm heading to London in June, and it's... Oh, yeah, tell me about it. So when I got the... what do we call it? When I used to go down to my mum's, if I could be bothered to drive, I got the National Express bus from Victoria down to Barnstaple, and it cost about £23. It did take about 6 hours, but it was worth it if you're on a budget. Defo. I didn't bother with trains because, yeah, I found they were just so expensive. Tours sound great, yeah. I missed what you wanted us to correct you on. Oh, pronunciation. Oh, it was the volcano. Thank you. You've told me the name. How do I pronounce that name? I'm going to look it up on YouTube later because I'm hopeless with these Spanish pronunciations, Mexican pronunciations. Wondering if you should go to the Outback when I'm at Australia, but maybe not because of the film. Oh, I know the film you mean. I think there's been a few films. Yes. I've not been to the Outback. I shouldn't be recommending other people's channels, but Psycho Traveller, I'm sure she stayed in the Outback at some point. So check her channel out. I don't think I know anyone else that has done that. I've got some friends in, what do you call it? Australia at the moment. Life Like Travel, Ryan, I met him in Singapore, and Dishy Dan the Traveller, check him out. He is currently doing his 88 days farm work to get his second-year visa in Australia. He's doing something with cows, cow herding. Brilliant, for 88 days. I didn't do that. I did get a working holiday visa for New Zealand, but I never used it in the end because I was lazy. Hi Matthew Tasker, legend. I'm so glad you're here. Matthew Tasker is my tech-related genius because I'm hopeless with these sort of things. Yeah, I finally got it started in the end. So if you didn't catch it at the beginning, I attempted to use the new camera thing on YouTube. That didn't work for some reason. And then what did I do? I actually downloaded encoding software, Wirecast Play. I figured it out, but then, like you said, the screen was black. Okay. One second. But yeah, so now I'm doing it on my phone, and it's alright. I'm surviving. It'll do. Sod it. Never mind. Guanajuato, is that how you say it? I want to one day. Where is that? I've never heard of it. I probably have heard of it, but my brain is just fried at the moment with the amount of places I'm meant to be going to. Don Quixote. That was the chain of stores in Japan as well. There was one in Hiroshima. Yes, amazing. So this place that everyone's saying about, Guanajuato, is that on the way to Puebla, or is it the other way? Because a lot of people keep telling me to go to Guadalajara, which I know someone from. But that's the other direction. So I don't know. You know what the thing about the flight to Cuba? If you caught the video where I spoke about that, I had to book it and I had to pick up a date from nowhere. But it was £50. I might just scrap it and maybe stay in Mexico longer, because the person that I mentioned about in Guadalajara, she lives in Oaxaca now, but to the south of Oaxaca by the sea. And she wants me to go and see her and chill for a bit. So I don't know what to do. What do you think I should do? Because when I leave Mexico City on the 19th, there's so many places I want to go to with a lot more ruins and things, and I don't want to rush myself. And maybe I want to have a week at the end to chill in Cancun or something, or that island beginning with H that I can't pronounce. Istoxi what? Is that how I say it? Okay. I'll practice that one. Yeah, so basically it's about 40 pounds, British pounds, for a whole day to go up there, and with views of Popocatépetl as well, apparently, which would be cool, which will make for a good video. I might try and upload that one and Teotihuacan in the same week, so that'll be quite an epic week. Okay. Wolf Creek. Yes, I know the one you mean, Anise. Have I seen it? I can't remember. I probably have. Lewis, I live in Puebla. Amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely coming to Puebla. That is my next stop, as of the 19th of May, because I'm here in this Airbnb until then. Yeah, I'll definitely say hi. You can take me out for show me some nice place to eat. I've seen somewhere on someone else's video, Here Be Bar. He's awesome as well. He went to a place where you can have tequila shots with cheese. One time I had vodka shots with cheese in Byron Bay, Australia. What is Matthew Tasker on about? I missed the beginning, was annoying my frequent flyer miles account. But you and your frequent flyer miles. Awesome. Yeah, where are you going next, Matt? Is it New York, right? And you must tell me what that app you was looking at on your Instagram. We are plane geeks. You're much more of a plane geek than I am. I'm like, wings, engines, yeah, that'll do. Anise, list of places you are going to and other places you want to... Oh, you want me to list the places I'm going to and places I want to go to, yeah? Is that what you mean? We'll come back to that. Okay. Peru, I've been to Peru. This was in the days before I did YouTube, so I think I mentioned this in another video, I can't remember. But I spent 6 weeks travelling around South America in 2009. I flew into Quito, Ecuador, where I got ridiculously sunburnt climbing up Volcan Cotopaxi. Then I went to Lima, Cuzco, Machu Picchu, which has got one of my funniest travel stories in ever. I might, if you want me to tell you that, yes, shall I do a funny travel stories video? I'll do that in a video soon. Tell me if you want me to do one. Then I went to Bolivia, which was horrific. It was eye-opener. It was interesting. Then I went to Chile. Well, I say Chile. I went to Santiago, flew to Easter Island, which was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. That is in the second time travel destination video. Then I went to Buenos Aires, Sao Paulo, and Rio. And I went back to Rio for my 30th birthday 6 years ago for Carnival. Yes, Peru. Yeah, where else did I go in Peru? Puno. I fell down a hole in Puno and almost broke my knee. But Machu Picchu was amazing. Yes, I can send you some photos on my Facebook, Kieran, if you want to see some from Peru. But I'm definitely going to Colombia. That is on, because I suppose it's similar to Mexico in that a lot of people have bad thoughts about Colombia because of history and crime and that sort of thing. But I've heard a lot of good things about it from people that I've met. There was a guy that I met in Malaysia who had spent a lot of time in Colombia. He's from England. Flight Radar 24. Okay, I'll download that. Going to New York City in a few weeks' time, only for a weekend. You and your short trips. Nightmare. Okay, Anise, what did you ask me again? Where I want to go to? Places you are going. So places I am going to, definite at the moment. Cuba, Havana on the 14th of June, but that, like I said, that might change. And the issue with Havana is that the Wi-Fi is a problem, a bit like China. So you either, from what I understand, you have to pay for it, or you have to go to like a hotspot. So I'm taking a week off teaching, which would be brilliant. I think I need that because I haven't had a week off since I started doing it. Then yeah, Colombia, potentially Brazil, Recife. So I have a lot of English students now. Loads in Sao Paulo, one in Brasilia, one in Recife, one in somewhere else. And they keep telling me, come back to Brazil. So they're kind of talking me into it. I'm not sure what to do. But the problem is with flights from Colombia to Brazil, well, actually, they're not too bad, but getting from anywhere from Brazil is a problem. So I need to think, well, in terms of cost. So I need to think about what I'm going to do, because I might just go from Colombia to Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador. I have been to Guatemala and Belize before. I love it here. It's brilliant. Yes. And where do I want to go? And this is actually interesting. I haven't said about this before. I did mention it on Instagram recently, if you saw my Instagram. By the way, if you haven't checked my Instagram, check First World Traveller, basically, for more up-to-date things. So I'm going to go back to London at some point, but purely to sort visas out for countries that I have to go to embassies for example, Russia. So Peter, one of my patrons, is doing the Trans-Siberian train thing across Russia. Love to do that. And again, I've got a lot of Russian students, loads in Moscow, St. Petersburg, down in Sochi, actually, as someone mentioned. And because I've been to Ukraine before, and Moldova, and Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and I've always wanted to see more, well, see some of Russia, at least. And so that's one country. One thing, and this is really exciting, and slightly ambitious, and slightly challenging as well, but one place I've always been interested in going to is Western Africa. So Togo, Benin, mainly because of the whole voodoo aspect, and just because it's completely different from anywhere I've been before. Yeah, but the problem with that again is expense. Flights to anywhere in Western Africa are crazy. I'm sure Matthew Tasker can help me out with this because he is the plane genius. Yes, I've seen, you know, if I get to Lisbon or Madrid, potentially it'll be cheaper. So I don't know, but there are again tours that I could do in Togo and Benin, Nigeria and Ghana, but very expensive. I can't afford that right now, so I would have to do it independently, as I always do. At the moment, that's pretty much it in terms of places I really want to go to. Iceland, perhaps. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, those are my main areas. Israel and Jordan, you know, again, Psycho Traveller went there recently. That's been on my list for a long time. I was actually going to go there when I was coming back from Indonesia, but I decided not to because I realised that it wasn't really a backpacker destination or a budget travel destination. So, you know, maybe for the future, that might be one thing. I'm going back to Japan. That's obvious. It's going to happen. If you're new, Mexico people, take a look at the Japan videos. They are the biggest, most popular videos on this channel. So, yes. What is Matthew Task on about? What's he doing? 190 quid for return flights. Oh, he's staying in a hostel. Hostels in New York. I had some friends that stayed in hostels in New York. They said they weren't very good, which I think is common in American hostels. No offense, America. I stayed in some horrific ones in LA, particularly. Okay, animals. How's it going? Animals is a long-time subscriber of Japan videos. So happy to join you. Tried a bit ago. Yes, I had a problem. Yes, if you didn't see before, I had lots of problems with trying to set the live stream up. So I'm on my phone now, but I deleted the other ones because they were blank screen. Ever thought of getting a? Oh, wait, 1 second. I didn't know you're from Prague. Or did you tell me this before? So another channel to check out, Office No Thanks. There's some friends of mine that I met in Malaysia like 2 years ago. They live in Brno, but they've just moved to Prague literally now. as we speak. And they do loads of videos about living in Czech Republic and things that you need to know, which I'm sure you know already because you're from Prague. Um, Ever thought of getting a second passport so that you don't have to worry about sending in your passport? That is interesting. I've never really thought about that, to be honest. I didn't know you could do that. Matthew Taskett is like the genius of everything. How do you know all these things? But to be honest, I think I've got a lot of pages left. 1 second, let me just get my passport. Oh, that's my bank card. Don't lose that. Yeah, passport. Lovely. There's China. There's, is that Taiwan? Yes, it is Taiwan. Oh my God. Indonesia, when I paid for the visa, but I never actually used it. Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia about 1,000,000 times. Bali about 1,000,000 times. There's when I went to Egypt, upside down. That was a travel horror story, which I did a video about ages ago. Look back, it's hilarious. Japan, so many Japan. But yeah, look, I've got loads of pages left. So there's loads of pages left. And I've got 3 years left on this. So to be honest, I don't think I will really need to get another one anytime soon. Anise, can you tell me, I'm going to stop this soon because my voice is going. Can you tell me a few things in Russian? Because I teach Russian children at school. I would love to know new words to say and make them laugh. Yes, I can do that when I've been there because I know nothing in Russian. I think the only thing I know in Kyrgyz is Rakhmat, which is thank you in Kyrgyz, and dar in Russian. That's all I can say in Russian. Because obviously my English students don't speak Russian in the lessons, they speak English. But yeah, actually, one of my students, actually, he's from Poland, but he lives in London. He's learning Russian, so he talks to me about it a lot, and I'm thinking about potentially looking at that in the future. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. Pro tips for most flights: avoid departing from the UK due to... Yes, I agree. That's one thing I do know. Amazing. And I think Japan are doing, they're increasing their departure tax soon. Probably because of the Olympics. So I do plan to be back in Japan for the Olympics. It's not for another 2 years. But, good, amazing tips from Matthew Tasker here. And if people haven't checked out his channel, check his channel out because his editing is better than mine. And it's just brilliant. Awesome. Isle of Man. I've never been to Isle of Man. I haven't really been anywhere in England or the UK. I've been to Wales, Isle of Wight, obviously Devon and Dorset because my family live there. Birmingham, Watford. I used to work in London, so I worked all around London. Nice. I will check out the Japan videos. So, who can recommend some good Japan videos for Alan? Mario Kart. Any of the Hiroshima ones. I was in Hiroshima for 3 months, so. Yeah, awesome. I can't think of any more. Yeah, supermarket ones. There's loads of them. How to get the trains. Oh, okay. I'm going to get to 55 minutes. We're at 48 minutes, and I'm going to go because I'm so hungry. Animals. The channel from Bruno is Office No Thanks. They haven't done any videos in a while because they've been busy working, but they were travelling for a year basically, and then they went back to Czech Republic. Basically, it's Tara, she is from Czech Republic, and Silviu, who's from Romania, but they're together. And they did a lot of videos about living in Brno and how to be an expat, that kind of thing. Yeah, cool. I met them in Langkawi in December 2016 in Malaysia. Oh, this is going quite well, actually. Thank you for joining, everyone. How is Taiwan Airport and what type of food places are there to eat? To be honest with you, I can't remember. It was so long ago. When was I in Taiwan? It was in February 2017 I was in Taiwan. I don't even remember where I flew from to get to Taiwan. Hong Kong, maybe? No, Philippines. One of them. I can't remember. Then I flew out of Taiwan to Korea. But I'm sorry, Anise. I honestly cannot even remember being at the airport, let alone Taiwan. It was so long ago. Oh, Christ. Okay, Kieran, I'll catch you later. Thanks for the 20 quid. Awesome. You're the best. I'll buy you a drink when I get back to Watford. And obviously the missus. Okay, Matthew Tasker. Some friends and I think are going to Bali. Yes, Bali is brilliant. Do it for Christmas. Oh my God, there's so many things I could say about Bali. I've got a whole playlist about Bali. Oh God, the Gili Islands. They are my favourite. Gili Air is the best. My favourite island in the whole world. Where else? There's Kuta in Bali. It's a bit like you know, like crappy places in Thailand, but very touristy. But I like it. I was there 5 times. 'Cause I kept going back there. Love Bali. If you can, if you get any time, you can get the bus or whatever to the northeast southwest. Yes, I still do that to work out directions. What am I, 5? To the west of Bali, you can get the boat across to Java and go to Mount Bromo, which I didn't do because at the time I didn't realise I could do that. Java is also brilliant. Into Sumatra, but I want to go there. What else can I tell you about Bali? I probably wouldn't stay in Kuta, maybe stay in Seminyak or Canggu. It's probably better if you want to be a bit more quieter. A bit more quieter. I meant to be an English teacher. What was that about? Yes. One great place to go, it was in a video I did. Thank you to my friend Charlie for taking me there when I was there, to Jimbaran. There's a seafood place where you actually buy the seafood from like the seafood market and then go to the restaurant and they cook it for you in front of you. It's the best local food I've ever had. Totally changed my ideas about seafood because I'm not normally a big fan of seafood, but I am now. Okay. Okay, I need to finish editing this video soon. What else have we got? Oh, Anissa's got a Bali video as well. Everyone's got Bali videos. Amazing. Forzy, do you have an idea about the hotels near the beach costs? Where? Generally? Okay. Lovely, lovely. Oh, here we go. Cathay Pacific business class from Dublin to Hong Kong. Oh my lord. 42 quid. Oh my god. That's insane. That's madness. You're obsessed with business class. Ah, Ubered. Okay. Yes. I didn't really like Ubered, if I'm honest. The Monkey Forest. Great. Happy days. Bye, Gemma. Catch you later. Catch you later. Wink, wink. And yes, and on that note, I think I'm going to go as well because I'm really hungry. Thank you for watching, everyone. It's been almost an hour. Ridiculous. Thank you to Cynthia and Kieran for the super chats as well. Stay tuned for later because there will be Chapultepec Park video coming. Yes, I need to look for some, what do you call it, music. That's the next thing I need to do. Finding music for YouTube videos is horrific. Absolute nightmare. Yeah, and awesome. I think that's about it. Welcome to everyone who has joined from Mexico. Thank you very much for joining this channel. Hopefully, look and share it with all your friends in Mexico. That would be great. Get them all to subscribe and watch my Mexico videos because I love it here. I really enjoyed being here. How do I find music for YouTube? Okay, Anise, watch a video that I did in Hiroshima called "The Truth About Vlogs." It was very honest. And I talk a bit about it in there, about how I find music. I'm very against generic royalty-free YouTube music because I think everyone uses it and it just sounds awful. Because, as soon as I start watching a video and if I hear that same crappy music that I hear a million times, I turn it off straight away. Epidemic Sound, yes, I've heard of them. But yeah, obviously you have to pay for it. So there was another channel. I'm giving shout outs to loads of channels today. The Travel Human, he uses them. His videos are brilliant. Again, editing a million times better than I can do. But just quickly, so things I do with music. So there's a couple of YouTube pages on YouTube that do really good royalty-free music that I don't hear a lot. A lot of it is remixes, so of actual songs, but they're copyright-free, royalty-free, so you don't get copyright claim. That's one thing I do. I do use actual copyrighted music, but I keep it to less than 29 seconds. This is very controversial because people say that this rule doesn't exist, but well, actually, if I use less than 29 seconds, I don't get a copyright claim. I don't do it as much these days. Epidemic Sound, awesome. And other things that I've done, I suppose you just got to be inventive. So if you look at my original Japan videos, I used classical music, which there's no copyright on, and often classical versions of popular songs. Sometimes I've used live versions. So Adelaide, again, there was a Sheryl Crow song. She's a really good live singer, so I used her a live version of one of her songs. Yeah, there's loads of different ways you can do it. You just got to be inventive. I suppose don't listen to people that say that you have to use the music off YouTube. Because I don't think I've ever used that because it's just awful, horrendous, ridiculous. Some good vocabulary. Okay, before I go, has anyone else got anything else they want to ask at all? Because I'm really hungry, I'm starving. Where's my bank card gone? I really need a cigarette. It's been an hour. Yes, thank you, Matthew, for all your tips as always. Legend. And if anyone needs any tips with flights, getting points, business class, technological issues, Matthew is the one to ask. All right. Animals. How do I feel in general, or today? Today I'm quite tired actually, because I meant to have a lesson this morning at 7 o'clock, but when my alarm went off, I had a message from her saying that her Wi-Fi wasn't working, so but then I couldn't get back to sleep again. How do I feel? So I talked about this in a video recently, the library one, at the end of that video. Very good, very happy. I'm enjoying it here. Lots to do. It's definitely somewhere that I could stay for a long time. Part of me wants to do that, but part of me wants to also travel a lot still. But one of the things I'm conscious of, and one of the things that's great with Mexico, is that so many Mexican people are subscribing and are engaging in terms of comments, that sort of thing. And I think if I moved on quickly again, then it's almost like I have to start all over again. You know, I had that with Japan. But yeah, in general, very good. I don't like my haircut, but other than that, my head looks like a ball. But round that way, it looks alright. But it will grow back. I'm thinking of dyeing it blonde. Should I dye it blonde? Because I like it when it's blonde and I've got dark roots. Because I'm thinking about my end of year compilation video already. I need to look different in the different shots. Yes, I think about these things. Anise, how much do I get paid for a lesson? Again, there's a video about this. I did it recently about teaching with italki. Basically, I'll tell you, I started off at $10 an hour. This was back in November. But I've increased it now to $15 an hour because you have to start off low with italki to build up your reputation and reviews, things like that. I would like to get to like $25 maybe by the end of the year, because I've done about 400 lessons I think now since December. But it's up to you. You can do your own pricing. There are other companies that you can use like Dada ABC and VIP Kid. You have to be American for that though, where you actually have a contract. Yes, and with italki you haven't got a contract. Right, Alan, what are you saying? I've lost the message. Food tips. Yes, the collabs. So have I done collabs before? Not really. I don't know about doing collabs because the problem is if someone's bigger than you on YouTube, or you don't have a relationship with them, or you know they're not your kind of person, I don't want to be fake and do a collab with someone like that, because the problem is it's very difficult with YouTube when you do a certain type of video and they do a certain type of video and it just doesn't work. I don't think. You know, a lot of people I see in Mexico doing videos are very, and what I hate about YouTubers is that they're very fake. You know, it's like, oh, this place is wonderful, and you know, whatever. You're just saying it. But if trust me, if there's something I don't like about Mexico City, I'll tell you. So the woman down there that goes past on the truck where they pick up things that people don't want, and they've got a megaphone, so annoying. I'm going to slap her. And that's one annoying thing about Mexico City. I will be doing a video about that, things that frustrate me about Mexico City. There isn't many things yet, to be honest, but I'm sure there will be. But yeah, collabs, I'm not sure. I don't know. I probably should, but I don't know. What is my age? I'm 36, Anise. And yes, 36, well old. And it was just last month, my birthday, end of March, when I was here, when I just actually the day that I filmed the first part of the first Mexico video when I was in Zacalo was my birthday. Yeah, annoying. People being fake on YouTube, and that is the tagline of this channel: the traveller that tells the truth. Truth. Yeah, if somewhere's crap, I'll tell you about it. I've got no qualms in being like that. It might offend people, but I'd rather be honest. And you know, for people coming to countries like this, they would want to have a true perspective or realistic idea of what to expect. You know, the worst thing, example, Indonesia, when I went to Gili Trawangan, people rave about Gili Trawangan and it's amazing and best place ever. It was crap. It was bullshit, pardon my French. There was rubbish everywhere, noise, you know, it was awful. And I said that in the video, and that is one of my most hated videos. I get so many hate comments from that. But I love hate comments. If you haven't seen my hate comment video about Google Translate, check that out. I've had some great ones since then. Prague has opened a third cat cafe. I'm going to just relax now. Why not? Oh shit, there we go. My camera almost fell off the pillow. Let's go back to the things. There we go. Oh god, right. My back is hurting. I need to move. Oh Christ. Right, Prague has opened a third cat cafe. I didn't even know there was two. I'm sure you mentioned to me once about Prague cat cafes. Oh crap, where's the thing gone? Well, the lighting's better now. That's good. I'm over this side of the screen because for me the chat is on that side. Yes. Yeah, Gilly Tea is shite. Shite, mate. Yeah, Gilly Air, my favourite. Pancake Lady. She stars in one of my videos. Gilly Menno, I love Gilly Menno. Probably better for, whatchamacallit, honeymoon, couples. I ain't a couple, mate. Yeah, cat cafes. Where, what was the first? I went to one in Singapore and one in Yokohama, and then one in Hiroshima on Christmas Day. Yes. Yeah, hate comments, hilarious. Yeah, if you have, it was probably about, I don't know, about 7 videos ago. I did one where I translated my hate comments via Google Translate, and it was hilarious. I almost wet myself. Classic. Right, I think I'm definitely going to go now because I am starving. Definitely this time. Serious this time. Yes. Thank you for joining, everyone. And don't forget to share videos and share on your Facebook, share on your Twitter, Instagram to help grow this channel, because the more people can see it, the better. Yeah, share it with all your Mexican friends, Mexico people. Wonderful. Lovely. I'm going to go. Have a nice day, everyone. Catch you later. How do I end this? I can't remember.